Okay, so we have our special guest, Mr. Tony Alberti, and what we have here today is a firearm that was brought in for Tony. So you have seen Tony shoot many times, and Tony always shoots right-handed guns because, well, I'm right-handed, and so is about 90% of the people in the world.
It's true.
And Tony has always shot right-handed, but Tony is left-eye dominant. And Tony has always wanted a left-handed firearm. So whenever I was looking for something for a customer the other day, I actually stumbled upon this, and this is the new Savage Axis 2 Pro edition. It's kind of a deserty camo look to it, but it's got a Cerakoted barrel in action. This is their new like mid-range. I guess you would say it's not their standard Axis. It comes with a Picatinny rail. It's got your Cerakoted barrel. It's got a threaded barrel with an end cap on it. It's got their same adjustable AccuTrigger here. It's got a 2-position safety instead of Savage. Kind of a lot of times they have a 3-position, but anyway, it's got a 2-position safety on it. But what we really like is the shape of the new Axis, and it has this vertical style pistol grip here.
Yeah.
You still have your removable butt section here that can turn it into a youth model length of pull. Tony's a big dude. He's 6'4", and he has a big upper body. Okay. So his length of pull is probably actually a little bit more than what this gun is, but it's once you get to whenever you're a bigger fella and you have longer arms, those length of pulls, you usually have to get a little bit of some custom work done to make it happen. But nevertheless, this is a left-handed model. No, that is not us having the camera the wrong direction. No. This is definitely a left-handed model.
And special shout out to Riley for recording the video. Right?
Yes. And my son, who made feed bowls and is back. Anyway, special shout out to Mama. She's behind the camera today. But this gun here is chambered in a 25-06. Okay,
which I've never shot before.
Tony's never shot it. I love it. The 257 caliber is an amazing caliber. They just came out with the 25 Creedmoor. The 25 Creedmoor is basically a 6.5 with a 257 projectile inside of it. The 25 Creedmoor and the 25-06 are going to be fairly similar in a lot of their ballistic characteristics. But this is an old school, tried and true caliber here. You know, everybody in this area, they really love the 30-06.
Yep.
And the 30-06 kind of was made famous, in World War II. And a lot of those guns, the Springfield, was it the 1901, I think it is, or something like that. It was chambered in 30-06. They used that a lot in World War II in Germany and in Japan. So a lot of the older generation, especially in this area, loves the 30-06. The 30-06 is the parent casing to this gun. So it has a 30-06 casing, but it has a 257 projectile. So it's smoking. Like, it's moving. Okay. It is a great shooting gun. We have harvested. There is an Axis in my bedroom. He's smaller than this one, but he's 31, 32 inches, somewhere in there. He was shot with a 25-06. We have a lot of deer in this house, a lot of animals in this house that were shot with a 25-06. Great caliber. For almost anything in Texas that most people are going to hunt, it's a great caliber for that. Tony, tell us some of your thoughts about the firearm, just your initial overview.
Yeah, so like the first thing that I really like about it, so we did that video on the Evoke a couple months ago now, and the thing I love the most about that is with like, I guess more of the like standard handle that's on most rifles, I have a hard time like, I guess, getting my hand around it or like positioning to be comfortable. And so I like this because I can get my whole hand and I feel stable and steady. Well, I'm using my right hand, but it's my left hand. Like I feel stable with it. I like just how it looks, you know, that's always a plus. But the biggest thing for me is I literally, before we started shooting this video, held it with the scope on it for the first time. And that's the first time I've ever been able to get the scope to actually function the way a scope should because of being left eye dominant. And so leaning down on my right side, I've just had a hard time with.
So for the first time ever, he was able to see the full field of view through the scope because he's using his dominant eye. That's a pretty neat deal, if you want to be honest with you. I'm intrigued to see you shoot it.
Yeah.
I've never seen you shoot left-handed.
I've never shot left-handed.
So honestly, this could be an epic failure.
I don't think so. I think like just from holding the gun, I'm more steady because I'm not like fixated on trying to get my sight right, and so I'm more steady already with it, and so I don't think I'm going to have the pulling off issues like I was and different things like that. So I'm not a terrible shot right-handed. Like I can group them well, but I think it's going to be. I think I'm going to become more accurate because I get the full field of view. And
I think it's going to take you a little bit of time because you're so used to squeezing the trigger and the way it feels on your right index finger.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have to retrain yourself to do that on the left side. I think we're probably going to burn through a box before you get like the real feel of it.
Yeah.
But hi Dexter. But I think that it should become natural.
Yeah. I will say the one thing that has been the most awkward about it is like the bolt throw.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like it comes up pretty high, and I think just over time shooting it, putting things down range is gonna be better. But
so what he's talking about is there's a definite breakover in this bolt. So as you come up, there's that top end pop that really releases it there. It's pretty rough versus, so this is the Christensen Evo, and if you look at this one, like that last click is like butter. It happens all in the same motion.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, that last click to kind of break that bolt over to where it releases it is stiff. Yeah. Okay. So that's one of our initial sightings that we noticed. Just messing around with the gun.
And it may just be because I'm not used to doing it left-handed, so I'm having to get used to that.
I don't think it has anything to do with your left hand. It's just a little difficult there. Okay. But I think it's metal. I think that those parts are tight. It's new. It hasn't had any compression. It hasn't been heated up. It hasn't had any break. It might have been shot once at the factory. But the other thing that was a little bit difficult for me, and I really didn't understand why, it's a long action. The 25-06 is, so with the 30-06 being its parent, but this Picatinny rail is long. And in all honesty, I could probably shave these last two picks off here, but some people might comment that, oh, your scope's touching your rail. It is not. And I made perfectly sure, I mean, you can see daylight down both sides. It is not touching. But this same scope on a 270 Browning A-bolt, there was no issues at all. Yeah. With this one, I had some issues. I had to reposition the rings. I had to move the rings in certain directions and whatnot in order to be able to get it to set to where this didn't interact with the Picatinny rail at all, and the front end was clear from the Picatinny rail. It's close. I mean, I could slide I could slide probably 3 sheets of paper right there. I mean, it's close. Now, could we in the long run shave the front end of this off and just cut it off and not have it? And then it would make it free float? Yes. Could we add higher rings? We could. We could do all of that. And we might have to, depending upon how he does whenever he shoots it. Yeah. He has not shot it yet. These rings were on the 270, which he did shoot, and he was fine with it. So we're gonna test this bad boy out and get some feel for it.
All right, so this is a little bit different. Normally, I'm not the guy on the camera. Normally, I'm the guy behind the camera. But this gun is special because it is my first left-handed rifle. We talked about that a little bit in the intro because I'm left eye dominant. And I've been shooting right-handed my entire life, just based upon the fact of that's what I was raised on. And so, but we're going to get this dialed in. I've never set up a scope or anything like that, so this is going to be a learning experience, and you're going to learn with me. So I
mounted the scope the other night.
Yeah.
And it was a pain in the butt, but I got it mounted.
Yep.
And now we threw the suppressor on it, and we're going to
Which,
let
as
Tony...
you guys know, we're big fans of suppressed shit.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Because
but yeah, now we're going to figure it out together. So you're going to hear Brandon talking me through a lot. This is already so much different. Okay, so we're low and to the left a little bit.
Bro, there was like very little recoil.
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing for a long action caliber.
But we're low and to the left a little bit.
Okay, so take your turret caps off. Just unscrew it. Okay, so if you're low, put the crosshairs at the where you were aiming in the center. Okay. And then you're gonna roll the dial on the top to the right. You should see the crosshairs move down, not up. Oh, sorry, move it to the left then. There you go. We'll follow the crosshairs till they kind of line up with your point of impact. Now go on your other one. If you turn it to the left, it'll move right. If you turn it to the right, it'll move left. And follow it and just take it to your point of impact.
Okay.
Now tap them a little bit on the top. You really don't have to do that with that scope, but I just do it anyway. Now eject your shell. Put a new shell in. Aim back at center.
Almost dead center. I'm a little just a touch high.
Touch high and to the right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're not. Are you shooting at number 2? Oh, yeah, it's almost dead center. Okay. Yeah. Now let's move to 100. So what you have there, so if you, on your bullet, your sight height's at 1.5 inches. Okay. So you're shooting low here.
Yeah.
So, but now that we're on paper, whenever we go out to 100 yards, aim at one of the targets. Just aim at dead center. It should hit low, and then we'll bring it up to be where you're at. Okay, so we're nestled in at a honey.
That might have been a bad shot on my part.
You rushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
You shot at 26?
Yeah, I'm way high. That was on me.
You're high?
Yeah, because
just shoot another one. Just shoot another one. I could have been backwards. Take your time, squeeze the trigger.
So that way you can time your shot. You can pull it and feel the back stop, the gun will go off. See what happens. How are you shooting? So far you're looking, you can
I'm still high. It's shot in the same spot.
Okay, that's great. Now take your top turret.
Okay.
And you're gonna roll it to the left, to the right, or whatever. Yeah, that way. And just follow it from the center up to your dot. Now put another one in it. Fire it again. See where you hit.
Maybe it, but
The only one I aimed at, that third shot was going everywhere. It's number 5. I don't know where it is. Number 5, it keeps a couple of holes in it.
okay, still to the right, but I'm dead center.
Shoot another one.
Probably not going to drop that much. You know, center.
Alright, I'll do that. Well, because I know which one you shot at. I'll look right here. I'll go for number 4. Okay. Same spot. I'm about an inch apart though, like high. I think part of it is I'm moving around a lot.
All right, so we've thrown a few down. We got a little bit of some spray happening, but we're tuning her in.
Well, and you know, I've never shot left-handed before, so I'm also like having to figure out mechanics and different things like that. So
Yeah, it's interesting. He had 2 shots that are kind of center line, but to the right, and then I shot it right-handed, of course, and I was center line, but to the left. So it's definitely gonna be a gun setup for him.
Bro, what? I shot right next to the one you.
Okay, so shoot it again, and if you hit there, then we'll move it to the right some. I mean, it's on center line.
Yeah.
I moved the scope a little bit before I shot it, so I might have moved it just a touch. It's okay. Just focus on your breathing. Exhale all the way. Hold your breath. Squeeze. That 243 is so loud.
Yeah, it's right there with them.
Okay, so take your left to right turret, aim at the middle, or just let it move over until you kind of line up.
Shoot right here, okay? And then we'll work on the far right target.
One of the things that I found out doing this is that I thought this was a whole lot easier than what it is. Part of it is I'm an inconsistent shooter. The other part is I've never shot left-handed, so trying to figure all that crap out. But yeah, this is definitely a skill that you have to learn how to do the right way. So yeah, it's very frustrating for me because I like to be good at stuff, but it's a new skill.
It's kind of like me hitting golf balls.
So, but we're about to show you and kind of explain what's going on. So hold on just a second. Okay, so we're shooting at 26 here.
This was straight out of the box with your rudimentary bore sight off the 25 over there.
Yep.
And then you came down to here.
Yep.
And then I moved it over and shot over here, and then you shot, or I shot there, sorry, and then you shot there. And then we moved it over and I shot here, and then you shot here, here, and here. So I mean, it's not far off. This bullet's actually the last one that you just shot, I believe. No, it's not.
No,
That's the one I shot. I shot that.
I shot this over here.
I shot this one over here. That's right. That's the 6.5 that you shot.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's a 6.5.
Yeah. No, so I mean, it's getting close. And what I just did just before we shot a while ago is I moved it a little bit this way and a little bit down. So with your next shot, whenever you go to shoot, you should hit in this white box.
Yeah.
Should.
So, but learning how to, like, I'm having to relearn everything because on my right side I was compensating for a lot, but now I can hold the gun a little bit more stable, I feel like, and you can tell with kind of the groupings, but still learning. So we're going to go back down there.
I want a picture of that.
Okay, we'll get a picture.
Okay, so here we have Antonelli Giampanelli, and I'm going to see if I can zoom in and show you kind of what he's shooting at here. See that? Oh, dude, I video your impact.
Okay.
I got 15 tons. Oh, yeah, baby. You hit at the bottom.
Really?
Well, it's not at the very bottom, but you hit lower.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because I switched to the heavier bullet, and I aimed dead center.
So we're an inch high at 100 with his 25-06 with 110 grain ELDX. With the 120s, it's a little bit lower. So we're aiming a little bit higher. Money. That's a really cool camera shot.
I'm excited. So what's up? All right, so you just saw us finish up the range session where we were sighting in the rifle, shooting it. Like I was shooting left-handed for the first time with this this rifle. It was a great gun. I really enjoyed it. I think there are only two issues that we had with it, which was the bolt. It was really tight at the top as I was trying to eject the shell, but as we shot it, it got a little bit better. And the other was the Picatinny rail when you were mounting the scope.
Yeah, so it's a longer Picatinny rail on it, and with the scope that we were utilizing, there was some very fine tolerances to get it set correctly. But the bolt issue, I think, is just a lug issue in terms of how tight it is coming out of the box.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have anything to do with the compression once the gun's fired. It just has to do with lifting that breakover of the lug system to get it set into those rails so it can slide back on it. It picks up fine, but then to get that last little breakover piece, it's got a really tight lug in there, and I don't know if maybe the lugs are set here and that piece actually rotates out and sets outside of them so that it doesn't have any playback, so that you actually have to break that off of there before it slides back. I'm not 100% sure exactly how it works, but it is a little bit of a booger. But I think it'll work itself out the more rounds we put through it.
I mean, we put a box through it trying to sight it in, and that was mainly because of two factors. One, I've never shot with left-handed before, and so I was trying to figure that out. But also, I've never even sighted in a rifle before, so like learning that process as well, trying to figure out how to be consistent. But even with the box of rounds we put through it, it was already a little bit more smooth towards the end. Now there was still some like tackiness to it where it was sticking, but it wasn't as aggressive as it was when it first came out of the box for sure. So,
but 25-06 did perform well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I started grouping them. What'd you say? Inch and a half.
Yeah, it's MOA. I mean,
Yeah.
you're right about an inch. It has good tolerance. I mean, it's a Savage Axis. It's their higher end Savage Axis. I mean, it's not.
I smoked several at 200 yards.
Yeah.
On that gong. So
At 200 yards, it was shooting just fine. I think I shot it too, didn't I? Shot it right-handed.
yeah, you shot it a couple times right-handed, but not at the 200 yard mark.
Anyway, the footage on that was really cool, though.
Yeah, and so it was a good gun. I liked it. It's definitely Chosen Outdoors approved. If you're looking for something that is a little bit higher quality than like the normal Savage, like the Savage Axis Pro is probably there, but also for that price point, it's not a bad little gun.
Savage Axis Pro. You also have the Savage 110 like Trail Hunter, and then you have the Ruger American Gen 2. It's kind of a similar gun. The difference is the Savage Axis Pro has the adjustable stock for youth and adult model, just like the Ruger American Gen 2. The 110 Trail Hunter does not. So, but the 110 Trail Hunter, that 110 action is it's going to be a little bit more buttery action than what the Savage Axis is. And then the Ruger American, that one's got a really good action, but there's been some, even people at the range, there's been some kind of hit or miss on accuracy. So Savage is pretty tried and true. It's accurate. It was an accurate gun. So
Yeah, and the one thing I think I like the most about it is that it has more of the pistol grip. Or
it's got a pistol grip.
Yeah.
It's more of a bench rest style stock.
Yeah, and so it's and so I really like it, especially for my first left-handed rifle. It's going to be fun, and hopefully this upcoming deer season I can put something down with it. So
Yee. And everything you do it for the Lord.